Hey everybody, Mike here with another edition of Making Sense of Transformers, a series where I talk about various topics within the Transformers movie universe that need a little extra analysis and explanation. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Or if you're not new and you've just never subscribed, maybe today's the day you do, along with clicking that bell to get notified of new uploads. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to show some extra support. As part of the continuing celebration of my 10 years on YouTube, I have some special guests joining me as we dissect one of the opening scenes of Bumblebee.
Hey everyone, this is Alex Yu from the Ragin Nation.
And I'm Alfonso of the Alfonso Nation.
Thanks for joining me, guys. So, did it seem a little confusing that Blitzwing immediately found Bumblebee at the beginning of the movie after he seemingly escaped Cybertron without a trace? Well, this seems like the perfect sequence to dive a little deeper into. But no matter what the reasoning is in-universe, there is a real-life reason that plays a factor in this one as well. So before I get into my theory, Alex and Alfonso are going to be breaking down why this is even a question to figure out in the first place. Ready to get to the bottom of how Blitzwing found Bumblebee? Let's find out.
So this scene in Bumblebee actually wouldn't need an explanation if director Travis Knight decided to stick to Christina Hodgson's original script. Initially, the opening minutes of Bumblebee were very different from the theatrical cut. In fact, an alternate, or should I say original opening, was even filmed and edited with completed CGI. During this sequence, the Cybertron opening is omitted completely, and Bumblebee is already on the run from the Sector 7 soldiers. After some test screenings, Knight decided he wanted to add the Cybertron sequence very late into production, but while it was an incredible opening to the film, it did create a couple of plot holes, or we could even call them coincidences.
That's right, and if you found it a little weird that Bumblebee just happened to land on Earth merely feet away from Sector 7 as they were doing training exercises, it wasn't supposed to be that convenient to the plot. And if you pause and think as you're watching the scene, you'll notice that the team goes from having paintball weaponry to the perfect equipment for catching a Transformer. In fact, the harpoons on their vehicles are very similar to what they used to capture Bumblebee in a 2007 film. It's very strange that they would have all that live ammunition for a training exercise, which could easily lead to accidental injuries.
In the original opening, which was fully meant to tie into the Michael Bay universe, Bumblebee was not only already on the run from Sector 7, he had been on Earth for quite some time, as explained in Transformers: The Last Knight. His internal monologue cements this even more.
I'm done with this mission. Mankind is not worth saving.
Since Transformers had been on Earth for such a long time, there would be no need for an explanation as to why Blitzwing is in pursuit of Bumblebee, as he also could have been there for years. There was even some concept art released that shows Bumblebee in Vietnam.
But in the final cut of the film, Bumblebee seemed to escape Cybertron without anyone noticing. The fact that he got away cleanly was even the main plot point of the movie. Shatter and Dropkick spent the entire events of the film trying to find him, and when they do, they're prepared to send out a message to the Decepticons on Cybertron to come to Earth. The good guys prevail when they prevent that message from getting out, but couldn't Blitzwing have done that in the first place?
So how exactly did Blitzwing find Bumblebee, and why didn't he contact the Decepticons to alert them before engaging?
Take it away, Mike.
Thanks guys, so now that we've gone over the real life reason for this needing to be explained, let's take a look at my in-universe theory. We know that when Optimus Prime instructed Bumblebee to go to Earth, he assumed that the planet was safe from the Decepticons. So within the context of the film, Blitzwing was likely not already on the planet when Bee arrived, or at least it wasn't known. What very likely might have happened is that Blitzwing saw Bumblebee depart Cybertron in the escape pod and followed him. Bee had only just crash-landed on Earth when Blitzwing first appeared, so it's not a far stretch to say that he was trailing a few minutes behind him, and without the need to crash-land like Bumblebee. As seen in the previous Michael Bay films, Decepticons who can fly, and even Optimus from time to time, have the ability to enter and leave Earth's atmosphere without the need to be a protoform or travel in pods. Whether these films are connected or not, a lot of the same rules seem to apply. When Blitzwing asks Bumblebee, "Did you think you could hide?" it makes this theory seem even more plausible, as it infers that Blitzwing was smugly following Bee the entire time when Bee really thought he was alone. So why would Blitzwing take Bee on by himself without alerting the other Decepticons first? As seen later through the attempt of Shatter and Dropkick to notify the cons of Optimus Prime's pending arrival, there was no way to relay a message without boosting their signal. But while Blitzwing very well could have left Bumblebee alone and went off to do this easily, he seemed overconfident and arrogant. Feeling like he could easily kill Bee, he went after him first. Unfortunately for him, that led to his death, leaving Shatter and Dropkick with the responsibility of locating B-127. And as a fun little bonus, if you really want to try to connect this film to the Bayverse, we learned in Revenge of the Fallen that the Decepticon Seekers like Jetfire have been on Earth for a long time. If Blitzwing was indeed hanging out on Earth, it wouldn't be too difficult for him to trace down another Cybertronian crashing down on the planet's surface. I hope you all enjoyed this special edition of Making Sense of Transformers, guest starring Alex and Alfonso. Be sure to give their channels a visit for some great Transformers videos. Also, be sure to check out my previous episodes of the series by heading to the Making Sense of Transformers playlist on my channel. And just like before, if you have another topic you'd like to see me tackle, leave a comment below. Now make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Transformers related content, as well as check out my gaming channel, Marlin Fan Gaming. Signing out, I'm Mike.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Alfonso.
See you next time.